And we are live. Hey, everyone.
We're all
Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays. How is everybody tonight?
Let it snow.
Look who I have, everybody, and it's Danny. Danny. And then we have Nina, and then we have Whimsy.
And then Sheila.
I can't figure it out. Wait, I tried. Okay, no, this.
That's Nina.
That way.
That's Whimsy.
It's a story.
Oh my gosh. How is everybody tonight?
Hola, amigos.
It's Christmas. It's good.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Hello.
I'm watching everybody come in. Merry Christmas, everybody say Merry Christmas. The Hollywood Squares.
Feliz Navidad. Joyous
We
Noel.
could do a Hollywood Squares.
Yeah.
We could.
That would be
Right.
fun. Woo! Hi, Sheila, Danny, Nina, Whimsy. Everybody's coming in.
Bambi,
Oh,
yay,
Right
yay,
Color's
yay.
here. Bathrobe Tarot's here. What the heck? Oh,
And I had the bathrobe on, but I took it off. I'm getting overheated from my tooth.
You know,
You-
Whimsy shamed me into putting my bathrobe back on. She comes on in the beginning with her bathrobe, and I feel like, oh my gosh, I'm not living up to my name.
Oh, yes.
Now that Sheila actually got it right as bathrobe, not
instead of bathroom.
bathroom.
That was awful.
And so I put my robe on. As soon as I put my robe on, Whimsy takes hers off. I'm like,
Not for my Lipton tea.
There you go. I
They
think what
Tips. I got
she treated herself with that bathrobe, so she
Yeah.
needs to get some mileage out of that thing.
that is
I
beautiful.
tell you what, it's the
Yes.
best garment ever.
It is. Yes. I figure, I have the perfect job. I just lie around in my bathrobe and eat chocolates and drink tea and watch MS. Great.
Jealous.
Yeah. Well,
Very
Yeah.
jealous.
you got 2 out of 3, lose that MSNBC and then just eat chocolates and drink tea in a bathrobe. That'd be awesome.
So, how was your Christmas? Everybody, go ahead and tell what they do today. Anyone?
Oh,
Go, Danny.
we went for a big hike that took us to this top of this little type mountainy thing, and we took the wrong trail. There was one that was really wide and easy, and my knees really liked it. We didn't take that one. We took the one that billy goats take, that we have to climb over boulders and stuff, and the dog loved it, and I made it okay, so that's awesome. It was gorgeous,
How
Yeah.
are you?
We're so fortunate to live where we live. It was about 70 degrees. Nice.
Wow.
And you live in Northern California, right, or South?
Central,
Central.
right in the middle.
I used to go to Oceano for a while. Just so you're like in the Oceano.
We're just north of that.
North
San
of that.
Luis Obispo. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I
So
think
you
told
used
me
to
that
take
before.
dune buggies, didn't you?
No, I never did the dune buggy.
Oh, you didn't?
I went
Oh,
to
okay.
I went to the beach where you got glass. What is it called? Glass Beach.
The sea glass.
The
Yeah.
sea glass. Yeah, the sea glass beach. And we went there quite a lot.
Yeah.
But
Huh.
so
Let
what'd
me
you
see.
do tonight other than take a big long nap?
I didn't get a nap.
Oh, you
I got to bed. It was probably about 3:30
Sea
by the
glass.
time we finished doing everything. And the next thing, my son woke up at 5 a.m. and my eyes are just like, but it's all good. I just, I'll take it because in a few years I'm going to be trying to pull him up out of the bed. So I'm just going to enjoy it for what it is. right? Just take it.
Yes. My grandson popped up out of bed and went into his his mom's. Yeah, it's into his. Mom, get up!
Oh, that's awesome.
So what'd you do, Whimsy?
It's awesome.
What'd you have?
I'm out on YouTube. I did. I hung out for like almost 2 hours. It was fun. We did a brunch, and then I
nice.
robe. I got bathroom changed by Danny. You got back, Danny boy.
Yeah. I may have to take this off. It's getting a little warm.
That's what happened to me. That's why.
It's 70 degrees in California.
Oh, man.
That'd be nice.
-4 in Alberta.
Oh, is that Celsius?
Oh yeah. So
because we don't understand Celsius. We're Fahrenheit people.
It's below 0.
Below 0. Okay.
Yeah. It's cold. But not too cold actually. It's
really Whimsy, do you know Celsius really well?
0 is about 32 degrees Fahrenheit.
Fahrenheit? Okay.
32 degrees.
So it's below that.
It's a little cold.
Oh, it's all good.
A little cold.
We're Canadian.
Everybody's now putting the degrees and where they are at. 70 degrees in Arizona. All right. So
I'm going to say Merry Christmas to my mother-in-law and babcia. So Merry Christmas.
Where's that at? Babcia?
They're Polish,
Oh,
but they're definitely washing, and they're in Toronto, Canada.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
yay!
Beautiful.
Yeah, my husband's Polish.
I hear Christmas is serious business there. I think I know a little bit of the food. Like, don't you have like anise cookies that are made with like a licorice cookie?
It might be. I'm more like I make the pierogies, and his mother came over and she taught me how to make all the Polish desserts and stuff because they like their Polish food. So yeah, I do a lot of baking. Yeah,
I love food.
I'm a cooker and he's an eater. We work out perfectly.
There it is. Yeah.
He was probably looking for a cooker.
Yeah. A good newfie girl, that's all.
A good newfie girl that cooks and cooks well.
A good newfie girl.
All right. So, does anybody have any questions to start us off with, or should we go for it?
Everyone, I think, is asking about the bombing.
Yeah, the bombing. Did you hear about that, Nye?
I have not. I heard that there was a bombing, and I think it was in Alabama, was it, or
Tennessee? It was in Nashville, Tennessee.
And it was a car bomb, and they were warned about it. That's the only thing I know. I just saw a little flash because, I mean, we've been.
I think Whimsy has the most information about that. Can you go ahead? Yeah.
So it's interesting. I did a remote view. I was trying to find. There's an open energy channel in the northwest of Tennessee, like open communication in northwest. So that looks like possibly some kind of a cell. And then it looks like it may be a cheap. I don't know if this is true, but it looked like it's a cheap fertilizer bomb. So with a timer. So. But there's the other thing is there's another group I was picking up in the southeast corner of Tennessee. So I don't know if politically it's affiliated with this Northwest group, and then there's also a group out of Texas, Oklahoma, etc. So they communicate. But then there's an actual physical location southeast of Nashville, which is probably the location where they're going to find weapons, etc. But it looks like they were attacking the communications area.
And this was done through a remote that you had, correct?
Yeah.
You were remote viewing. All right, so let's throw some. Is there a specific question, or just what is it about, or you just want to do some general information about it, or?
What's the newscast? Like, what are they saying? Like, I'm not.
They don't know much.
Loop.
They don't know much. They knew that it was the
car bomb, and they were warned about it.
They were warned about it. They were well. What happened was that something happened. Like somebody called up and says, "Hey, there's a bomb sitting out front of the thing." They gave the police or whatever time to go get everybody out of the area.
Yeah,
Only 3 people went to the hospital, so they were warned about it. And then it was, well, maybe it was, said something was, shots fired. I think it was the first report. And then there's a bomb in the area, and so they gave everybody time to get everybody out and be safe. And then, I mean, this, if you've looked on the news, in the pictures, it's horrible. I cannot believe how powerful this thing was. It was bad.
Well, you look at the Oklahoma City bombing, while, many,
30
years
a while.
in Oklahoma, and what that fertilizer bomb did. I mean, they may be simple and crude, but they're really powerful, obviously. And I guess, we can, when Whimsy was talking, I was asking myself, well, where are these other cells, and who is going to be, are there going to be more attacks against communication? Does it have something to do with, and I'm pretty sure it does, with Trump's rhetoric, him just saying, that news is the enemy of the people. So how many more of these? Where's this going? Is it just an isolated incident, or?
Okay, so let's get a several conversation or several questions at it. What's going on? What is this about? And then we'll chase it. If there's anything else that came. And whoever's laid down first can go ahead and go.
Okay.
All right.
Whimsy, you already got yours laid down?
No, I just started to.
Right off the bat, I got Pentacles, Pentacles, and Pentacles. Good night. I'm so sick and tired of people doing everything because of money.
Money, money, money.
It is a lot.
Yikes.
All right, Danny, you got yours?
Yeah, I'm trying to make sense out of them. The first 2 cards I threw was the Death card and being crossed by the Hangman. So they want to cause a disruption. They're not thinking about things very clearly. They're looking at it from a totally different viewpoint than is normal with that Hanged Man. They got the Moon card below them, which is, to me, I'm picking up all this shadow energy. I'm getting there's going to be more of these attacks going on, and it's all about, at the top of the reading, I got 2 of Cups, which is giving me this partnership thing. And when I pulled that, I thought Trump, and then, which is not my necessarily Trump card. And then I got the Knight of Coins in the potential near future, which is just starting this new path forward. I'm thinking they wanted to cause issues, but I'm thinking that there's going to be more of these happening along the way. That's what I'm kind of getting.
I think so too.
Whoever wants to go next can go next.
You want me to go next?
Go for it. Yeah.
The main thing I'm picking up is this group is extremely angry. And they're talking about being extremely angry, and it has to do with this country is not going in the direction that they believe the country needs to be going in. The base of the matter or the karma has to do with extremely angry. The group is very, very angry, and then the ethos is pushing through. So they don't share the values of where the nation is headed, and they want us to know they don't share the values. They don't want to kill anybody. They don't want to hurt anybody. They have military training. They know what they're doing. They could have killed a lot of people if they had wanted to. This almost looks like these are people that, like, it almost looks like people who have op training or something like that, confused and brokenhearted about the direction that the nation is headed in.
Mm-hmm.
They have an alliance with somebody that led to the attack. This is the attack, and I agree with Danny that there's going to be more than one attack. And they blame the media, I think, for misrepresenting their president, and that's. But you can see they got what they wanted. They're trying to. Some of these people look like they already are known by the police because there's something here about previous. I think that they're going to get caught relatively soon by the FBI. But that's mainly good.
Go ahead, Nine.
Okay.
Yeah.
So starting off, I got the Six of Swords. So here's the deed. This is the dirty deed being done, and it's being done by a group. There's definitely more than one. It's being crossed by the Page of Wands. So here there's secret plans. There's going to be more than one case. I think there's probably going to be three underneath everything. I got the Three of Swords. So there's definitely three plans. One has been executed. In the past, I've got my Four of Wands, but it's reversed. So this is my White House, but I think that they are aware of it. I think that Donald Trump's whistleblowing was done with this intention, and they knew that they were going to get this. Interestingly, on top, I've got the Queen of Cups, and this is the only queen that puts the top onto the cup. So she doesn't want this information. So I think there's a woman involved. It could be Ivanka. There's some kind of, there's this connection. Then we're going to be going into total darkness. There's going to be some kind of hit on communications, on networking of some sort of that kind of, that deal. And then again, I got more secret plans coming out with the Seven of Swords. So there's more than one group. Like it's almost like some less than groups kind of got together and said, hey, together we can do this. And it's all a whistle towards Trump. Because then I got the Hierophant, which is like, this is your rules and regulations, but this is the breakdown of it. So all of this is to break down. It's like it's their final want to break down the American structure. Like they're really going for it. And they want to put fear into people. They are creating this fear for Trump. This is Trump's last little hurrah to try to steal the election. I really think Trump and them are involved, or these people are doing it on behalf of the Trump, just to cause this chaos. They want to see. And I do think that because I got the Queen of Cups and she's covered, this is to deal with other countries as well. I wouldn't be surprised if we find out financing coming from, the Trump camp or from, the Kushner or whoever. Because think about all those people they just pardoned. They're going to be looking for favors from him. Trump doesn't do anything for free. Nothing.
All right.
So I don't like these cards. These are really secretive. This is really, this is being intentionally cruel to people.
Well, I in my mind, when I laid my cards down, I asked why. Why did you do it? And in that is trying to explain to me the financial control and the stability. They want to bring the stability back into Trump's administration because it's very unstable. They're going to lose it. They don't like it. And they have also the Hermit behind there, which talks a lot about soul searching and doing this as in going, well, if we do this, then we can gain some control. I have poverty of the Five of Pentacles coming up. I don't think this means anything about money. I think this is like a spiritually bankrupt people who are also causing tons of chaos. They truly believe in the demon that we have. Now, what really, really confused me is that we have strength. The strength showed up one more time, and they're in the party. They want strength back into their party. They want strength back into what they're doing and what they believe in, and how what Trump exposed and how he sit there and manipulated the world. I mean, they really believe that he has a lot of strength. And here's the Two of Pentacles where it talks about juggling finances and demands. And ironically, Biden shows up. So that kind of gave me a little bit of like they literally are doing this because he's showing up. I got my other cards out. Strength came out again. So what my next question is what kind of strength? This is an imaginary strength, or do they really have strength? What's going on with that strength card? Anybody opposed to that?
What it's interesting that you did the 5 of Pentacles, because that's the outsiders, and a lot of these people feel like outsiders. So maybe
Right.
that's their strength, is the fact that they are the outsiders. They're, they want something. They're being dragged into the 20th century because they don't want to give up what
No.
they know.
Sounds to me.
And they're
Yeah, Whimsy?
I was going to say, this is almost like this almost looks like the beginnings of guerrilla marketing.
yeah.
Guerrilla marketing when you're about to roll out Trump television, funded by OA, which is the Chinese businessman that's anti-China who was meeting with. And so you want to roll out the true news. But the news that CNN is the enemy of the people. Its broadcast building is in Nashville at the AT&T, and they blew it up. So it's almost like they didn't want to hurt anybody, but they wanted to make this great statement that we're going to blow up the CNN and conventional news, and then they're going to roll in Trump TV. It's really bizarre, but it all feels like guerrilla marketing.
It's just to create that fear. Yep.
Mm-hmm. And they have something about when you guys are all talking about that. It keeps on bringing me back to the strength. They truly believe that they're going home and say, "Watch this." We're the ones that are run this country. We're the ones that it's all that arrogant strength coming forward and coming into play. Hang on a second. I got to answer Geek Hillbilly. I did get your package. I just haven't picked it up from the post office because it's been so busy. So Monday morning, I'm getting all of my packages. Just letting everybody know. Okay. That was a question. So what do you think about the other question is, will they get caught? Let's do that one. Will they get found out before they do their other plans of attack? Let's see if the FBI, because I truly believe that the FBI is the one that has the more strength than they do, because they're not thinking right. Anybody that does not have a sound, clear, high vibrating thinking really doesn't have a chance right now. But let's see what's going on. Let's see if they're going to get caught before they execute another plan.
Damn.
Go for it, Whimsy, if you already got them down.
One of the people associated with it is going to tip off the police. You can see the spy in the camp. There's ground information. So somebody inside the operation is going to give it up and tell the police. That's the first thing. And here's the information that they're giving to the police. So they're going to find somebody associated with this is going to tell the police. Now look at this. The alliance leads to a police raid. Here's the raid. They seem to be confused about what their motive was. That's the FBI, by the way. That's my FBI. Yeah.
I got corruption.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I just dropped my card. Hold on. But it is the 8 of Swords. So somebody is walking away from the group. They are going to tell. So that's they're corrupt, but they're just not quite that corrupt. And here's my little pager of telling the truth. They got the swords out, and they're like, "Hello, I'm going to tell you a secret." So yes, it is definitely going to come out. Will they do it before another case is done? I'm not 100% on that one, because I see the 7 of Pentacles there. So they have multiple plans. There's multiple things happening. So I don't know that. I'm not saying that anybody's going to be hurt necessarily, but I think they will try to set off another plan, because their whole thing is to cause fear, to cause people to fear even walking out on the street. It's done with a purpose. So their purpose is showing, and there's multitude of them. But the truth will come out, and they're freaking out. The Nine of Swords, I mean, they're sharting bricks right now. They're stressed out and full of anxiety.
I love
So-
Nine's accent.
I do too. I can listen to her all day.
Oh, bless it. And I don't
Danny,
even
what
have an
did you-
accent. If I had a few drinks, I'd have a real accent on me. You wouldn't understand me.
Danny, what'd you get?
I got I got two that they're going to be caught. The first card I pulled was the World card, and so I'm like, is that going to be? Are there going to be people copycatting this and saying, okay, now we can go on and do let's just take it out to the world. There's going to be more. This is with this 10 of Wands. I'm just feeling like there's more in the works, but there is somebody at the base of this that's gonna get into camp and take some things. And this, I think, is the FBI coming forward. This card, the Two of Swords, when I pulled it up, I'm thinking that when I pulled this, there's actually two different ways that the FBI is getting information, and the final outcome is the Wheel of Fortune. So I think they're going to get caught, but before they do any more damage, that card scares me, just because it's the 10 of Wands. That he's holding on to too many hot pokers, and so I would just be careful, because I think it could be more, but they will get caught.
I picked up on the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands, courage under fire. They just had the courage to do what they needed to do, and they timed out. So you guys all didn't pick up like they were going to get, but I think they're going to get timed out. Maybe timed out before the last one or anything like that. But they are going to get, I think, timed out before they complete their mission of whatever that they were going to do. I also got the King of Swords, which always represents 45 for me, and then the delusion card, like they are delusionally on his side. I also got Temperance, which Temperance is always the FBI or the police or whatever, especially in this. And then the Wheel of Fortune, which is karma. Like, yeah, they're coming after them. They're going to get them. But we also have the Faith, and I have the Star. The Star really confused me for a minute, but it says calm after a difficult phase. And that means calm after a difficult phase, meaning they do get caught. Then we have the Six of Cups, which also represents the person, whoever it is, like you guys got. Whoever it is walks away and goes to the FBI, separates them. He separates and he will tell. He walks away from the group, whatever, and he will tell. And I think that also represents the Star. Also, that he's going to be the star in the whole thing. He's going to get the lesser sentence. He's going to get, whatever. He's going to be the star witness, maybe.
Yeah.
Star witness.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that's what I got too. But I think they're not going to be able to complete 100%. But I'm not too overly sure that we're not going to come across something else before they get caught.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So,
Thank you, Julie.
The one thing I wanted to add is there's an aspect to this. Did anybody else feel that that whoever coordinated this or decided to coordinate this might actually have advanced military training?
Let's look at that. I think they're clever. Let's look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I did get the Page of Swords, and that's, could be a military.
Yeah, almost like Blackwater or something choreographed.
Right.
Almost like they hired a professional military group to choreograph this and to make sure that nobody would be killed.
Like Eric Prince.
Yeah, because these people are, it just looks like almost like a military aspect. And he just got those 4 Blackwater people off. So whatever they did, if they are Blackwater, why can't he pardon them?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, let's look and see. Yeah, let's definitely look and see what kind of people they are. What's they do feel. It does feel like military. It does. But
There's
let's see.
there's a military base in
Thank
North,
you, Tisha Jackson. Sorry.
and there's supposedly a military base in Northwest Tennessee. And there was an energy relationship between a group in Northwest Tennessee and this attack. So I don't know if that's additional information.
Did I hear?
Pizza's coming.
Pizza's here. Whoever is laid down, go ahead and go first.
All right, I'll go. I'm getting very similar to the first read that what Whimsy I think was talking about. I got that there's some people that feel like they're just underwater, very alone. So it's this solitary feeling from these group that they're not being listened to. And I got the 5 of Cups, this lost card. I got the 5 of Coins, another just left out in the cold, not being heard. Behind them is the Emperor. And I think where that's going is that, it's the dog whistle that he's letting out that these people are picking up on. And then in the potential near future, I got the 7 of Coins. And this is them looking over all their options, trying to figure out what they have. I didn't get any military feeling about it, except this card, the 7 of Pentacles and the 5 of Cups. When I looked at those and just being underwater with that 2 of Pentacles, I'm going, they're just going to lash out because they feel like they have no other avenue to go. So they're just lashing out. So as far as military, I'm not getting like a strong sense of it, but they are getting organized with this 7 of Pentacles and reviewing who can do what. Now let me pull some more cards on that as you guys go and see if I get any clearer information on it.
Okay.
Let me go next.
Yep, go for it.
Also got the Emperor, somebody in charge, like if it's going back to Trump or something like that. Also, there's something about wealth or money or communication too, because this is a wealth card. It can also be open communication, fertility. I really feel this may have something to do with Trump's attacks on media and starting his relationship with Newsmax, OAN, etc. Because here again, this can be a media card. If information gets released, like the press, etc., you'll get a High Priestess, and then Ace of Pentacles, money, big money with the press, with whoever's exposing information, and then something about the Star. It'll be exposed. Hangman. I think it has something to do with attacking the press. Whether or not, I think it's like if they have somebody who's high up, who's manipulating vulnerable people into doing something because they do feel shift. That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead, Nina.
Okay, so I got the 2 of Swords. So there was indecision. They had a plan. They weren't sure about it, but they did it anyway. So this is a truce. This is somebody coming together to do it. It's the 4 of Pentacles is covering it. So this is people trying to hold on to their position, to their power. It's going to be okay, because I got my Queen of Cups. And I was kind of, when Whimsy was doing hers and she was kind of talking about Trump, Ivanka showed up in my earlier reading. I really think, she has this connection. And because if you look at this Queen of Cups, she looks pregnant. And I'm wondering if this is not your neo-Nazis going after, I mean, look at the cruelty, the utter, like, shameful, should be brought up on charges, cruelty that they did to those kids on purpose. The government held papers back. Trump and them knowingly did this. Stephen Miller and all them did this to try to persuade people because they have a way that they want to do this. And it's done with cruelty. So I really believe that this is a collection, and this has to do with, it might have something to do with the border children. I mean, I got my 9 of Cups. This is like a different groups coming together behind this one purpose. They all have a part of it. They might not agree with each other, but they all have that sole purpose of we want America white. We want America right. We don't want, all these people coming in. So I just feel like there's different fractions, and possibly, yes, it could be a military because, police, military, no offense, but, some of them are corrupt, especially in some of the states that are more Republican leaning, or I don't even want to say Republican leaning because Republicans are not bad. It's the extreme Republican, there's this fraction, and they're out there and they're strong and they're not wanting to give up. So they're going to be forcing this. This is the 4 of Wands. They're coming together and they're being supported by the White House. This is the part that's disturbing, that there is, I'm telling you, I won't be shocked if you find out there's been money that came from support to the white nationalists or whatever. It's really dirty. Like, this is, it's nasty. And it's being done, to harm and for cruelty's sake. It's really not good feeling cards. I mean, I feel like I want to cry right now, and I'm having cold shivers and everything, because I really feel like there's something about the border. I mean, my 9 of Cups is the wall card. There's something about the border children being against race. It's like there's an element here that nobody wants to talk about, and it's here. I apologize.
No. It's okay.
No, because, sometimes you feel it and it's just, oh my God, like I just know it. That Empress keeps showing up, the pregnancy, it's like the children are just, they're showing up in the cards. They have something to do with this.
I got the star with the 5 of Swords. So I got the star with the 5 of Swords. So I keep, just harping on the same thing is their star, their president got, and then the tension. And so they're very, very upset about this. I mean, they literally are crazed because of 45 losing, and they just don't understand it. I also got the 9 of Wands defending their territory. I also got the Queen of Cups on that too. Like, there is they're so passionate about their cause. They're so passionate about what they're doing, and they are, all in. They're just all in. We also got the Hangman, which is transition, surrender, but we also got the King and the Knight of Swords, or bravery. So they're like, you are not going to surrender. With these 2 cards right here, this is the surrender. They're not surrendering, in their bravery, they have to do what they got to do. So I asked after that question, like, okay, these guys, they feel like, like the Proud Boys type of, militia is more proud,
Proud
something
Boy.
along those, something that in that group. They're very, very worried. I also drew some more, and then in their party, and they love their party. They love what they're doing. They love what they're about. They have gained a army. And so yep, I agree. There's something definitely. I don't think, but you see, the thing is even though we're bringing this to light to who they were, what was going on, I still feel in my in the deepest of my heart, it won't work. The FBI is on this. They have been on this. They've had spies in the camp. They know their every move. They know what they're doing. And that was one thing on the news thing that they kept on saying. They said it like 5 times. And they said, we will find out who this is. It's almost like they already know.
And they can't report it or something.
Yes.
That's how you feel.
That's how confident they were. They said like 5 times, we will find out who did this. Like they were so confident on what they were doing. Usually they, hold back and kind of give a, we're going to do the best that we can to find out, but they were like dead on. So that makes me think that they already knew what was going on. The thing about it is maybe the spy in the camp was the one that did the warning. And the spy in the camp did the warning, and then that's the reason why nobody was hurt. They also did it on Christmas when they knew nobody was going to be at work.
Yeah, I think it was planned to be fearful, to not actually harm somebody, and that's why you kind of got to think there's got to be people with some intelligence running the ship, right?
Well, actually, the van did have an announcement. This van has a bomb. Get away from the van. I mean, like,
right?
Everything in like repeatedly, it's going to blow up. It has a bomb. Take it seriously. Get out of here, kind of a.
Your average Joe's not going to do that.
So that's
right.
So this is why it's almost looking like an expensive guerrilla marketing. Like, why do you go to all this trouble to blow up the AT&T Communications CNN building and make sure that no one's going to get killed? We just want to blow up AT&T. I mean, it's just like, come on.
Yeah. The statement, the wording. All right, so let's move on from this and kind of let it lay and let it percolate. Yeah, move on for this and let it percolate and go to something else. Does anybody in the chat have any questions or anything? The FBI must have on the run and haven't heard anything. Take credit for it. No. But I just also feel that it's not going to work. Whatever they're doing and whatever their game plan is I've never felt like they think that they have power, but they just don't. They just don't. It's going to stop. It's not going to last long. So, is anybody else here have any questions?
No, I can't see. I feel guilty because I haven't watched any news the last couple of days because it's been Christmas.
Yeah,
with the kids
right.
and stuff. So I'm kind of going in blind, right? So I'm kind of like, I feel bad that I'm not on top today. So
it's all right.
And I can't
see
the chat.
blame you.
So we can do whatever they want, whatever question, private, personal.
I have a question.
Okay, go for it, Danny.
Is Santa Claus real?
Yes, Danny. Santa Claus is real.
Can we read on it, or should I just say no? He's real.
No, he's real. I promise you.
Is it amazing? Now we're shifting. So is Santa Claus going to turn out to be a female?
No, he is not. He is Saint Nicholas. Oh, unless no, because it is possible. Because if you look at the high priestess, and we go back through Christianity, and we look at the Pope, and we ended up having a Pope that had a baby, and they found out the Pope was actually a woman.
What?
So, yes, that's the high priestess for you, right? You don't know who she actually is because it looks like the Pope, but she actually got a bambino. So that's the kind of
All right. I'm just getting ready for the new shift, so.
What's up? You were going to say something, Lindsay?
I can't remember. I'm too entertained. I'm just, I'm enjoying this.
She gone.
I'm having a very nice tea. I'm enjoying the chat.
That's funny. Somebody wanted in the chat. They had a question. Will 45 go back to DC?
Oh. Because there's been people that say that he's not, we talked on this that
we did.
He's not there. He's gone. He's not doing his job. So, so many of us have said he's going to be gone before. So that's
Yeah.
Well, it's not.
I feel. Yeah. Go ahead, Lindsay.
I was just going to say, there's no I go into the energy of DT, and he says, why go back to DC when I can find all these bills right where I'm at? It's not like anything's going to change. If he could still convince members of the Republican Party to see things his way, and he was reelected, he'd be in DC. But it's over. He's a lame duck president. There's no reason. Find the damn bills and get on with your life. You don't need to come back.
Yeah. I got a feeling that Pence is just wishing his time away. I'd say the pressure that's on Pence from Trump is unbelievable, because I'm sure that they've discussed Pence become president for a week so I can get a pardon. I mean, look at the pardons he's doing. My God, pardon for you, pardon for you. Look under your chair. There's a pardon for you. Merry Christmas. Like, wow, right? He's like the Oprah Winfrey of Christmas.
I wonder how much they paid him for it, because you know dang well they didn't come free.
But that's what I'm saying. They're all going to be owing favors after the fact.
Yep. All right, let's see if 45 is coming back. You know what? I
45.
Somebody had texted me or emailed me. I can't remember. I guess so many of them. They were saying like his wife was like hopping and skipping and as joyful as she could be leaving.
Oh yeah, I bet you she was.
So maybe she knows something. Like, I'm not coming back.
She hated that job.
Yeah, she did.
Oh,
She sucked at it. That's why.
yeah.
All right, let's see. If anybody else has already thrown some cards, go for it.
Hold on.
I'll go.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, go, Danny.
Go, Danny.
So I got strength. I pulled 3 cards. Strength in the past position. 7 of Pentacles in the present, and the 6 of Cups going back to simpler times. But going to the White House, I don't think is simpler times. So I think he's staying there. I pulled some clarifiers on that 6 of Pentacles. I got the Tower, the Page of Swords, and the burden that he has. And
It's almost finished.
yeah. So I think that, well, I just don't think, I don't know. I didn't get a real sense that he was staying, or I think he's staying in Mar-a-Lago. I'll put it out there.
Well, I got the Queen of Pentacles. So here's Milano, and she's like, "No, I do not wish to go back, Donald. I do not want to go back there. It's true." And here is Donald, and he's looking at the White House. And while he's down and he's playing, they're finding out a lot of information.
Yeah.
But I'm unhappy, just to say. I've got the 3 of Cups as my outcome. So I just feel, I do think that Donald's going to stay away from the White House. I wouldn't be shocked if he doesn't go back. But then you also got the 3 of Cups. So there may be pressure on him to kind of go back. You know, he might be going, no, I don't want to go back there now. And it might actually happen that Pence could be involved. Like there could be, you know, this could be the time where they're talking to Pence and saying, hey, let's figure out something. But the Queen of Wands is my first one out. So Melania is like, no, I'm not going back there. I do not wish to go back. So she won't be there, I don't believe. Trump, I don't think so. He's outside the White House, but there's pressure there for him to go back in. That's how I see it. He needs to finish something, complete something. I wouldn't be surprised if they're trying to get him to, you know, just do something to make the Republicans look okay. You know, they need a little life raft from them, kind of thing. So, you know, maybe try to get some stimulus out so people don't lose their houses. Like that might be a good place to start.
That's not going to happen.
What?
I know. Whimsy, what'd you get?
Going to Mar-a-Lago. There, and he's off to become a star again. He thinks he's going to be a star. He thinks the stars are going to shine on him again. He wants to bring back The Apprentice, but he's going to control the media. But unfortunately, there's fighting, then justice, right? This can be the law coming in. And then this is an offer to resign. It looks like the offer to resign is, if they give him an offer to resign, if you sign all these documents and you play nice with the GOP, we will give you the honor of resigning, and we've talked to Pence and he'll give you a pardon. But if you continue to make problems for the GOP, we'll drag you out of there on your ass with an Article 25 and embarrass you in front of your friends. So this has an aspect to it of now you're starting to piss us off. It has
Yeah.
that feeling of now Mitch McConnell is going to, now I have to play tough with you. They need him till the election in Georgia, but there is a feeling that if you want a deal, if you want us to try and get you off, you need to cooperate and give us what we want. We will give you the honor of resigning in exchange for A, B, C, D, E.
Yeah.
And that's why you have that as the outcome, I think.
I got a lot of the same, where I have the Nine of Pentacles, which is that that good income, like he's good income, where he stays away. He does, like she was talking about, because I have the Queen of Cups, also the new romance, the new thought, the new beginnings, the new idea to make some more coin. I also got the Queen of Wands and the Five of Pentacles underneath there. So I think even his wife is like, no, there's no money there. We gotta, we're losing money. We can't go back there anymore. Christmas. Yeah, I do not like Christmas. Exactly.
Christmas. Okay.
I also got sudden change. So something's going to happen in the near future, like a sudden change. Like we're all going to go, what? Yeah. Because I got judgment. Like we're all going to sit around going, I can't believe that just happened. Yeah. I can't believe that just happened. Then we're going to have some serious judgment around that. So I also got the Seven of Pentacles, which is inverted, which is unemployed. Inverted, which is unemployed, lack of rewards, lack of long-term vision, and so unemployed, and he's happy about it. He is really getting into the point where he's going, you know what? That kind of sucked. He's going to justify, how them crazy people do is like when you reject them, they're going to finally justify, well, I didn't want to do it anyway. Really, I just kind of kept it up because of this. But he's starting to get really happy about the unemployment benefit of that. So I don't know if he's going back to the White House. He might go back because, maybe his pills are still in the drawer. He needs to get them out of the drawer.
They're not in the drawer. They're up his nose.
Maybe he's got a few things, but I don't know if he's going to travel back, and he could physically travel back, but his mind is not there anymore. It's not going to be doing anything when he gets there.
Exactly. Yeah.
Other than signing another pardon for some other, terrorist criminal. All right. Do we have any? We're about at the hour. So it's 52 at the hour. So do we have any more questions or anything else that we wanted to go over? Or everybody looks tired and lethargic. Do what, Lindsay? Yeah.
Time going live today, but that's cool.
Yeah.
You guys want to do stimulus checks or COVID in Britain, Brexit? Those are some of the questions I got earlier today.
Okay,
well, let's do COVID. Go ahead. What did you want,
I was going to say do COVID. That's perfect.
Yeah, I think COVID in Britain sounds really good, actually. Let's see what's going to happen.
So we can all shuffle when we're all doing it, right? So it's
yeah, that's okay.
Yeah,
I'm just I got grandchild that I keep on speaking to.
Oh, that's
get
fine.
out of here.
I hear you.
I haven't really seen you throw a shoe at him or anything.
Oh, no. He's a
Grandma.
good boy. I am. Well, the difference between my house and their parents' house. This is the difference. At my house, at their house, they take away the remote because they're playing with it. At Grandma's house, I give them the remote to play with. That's the difference.
Yeah. I can't.
I'm
well,
like,
I can wait.
You can wait. Yeah, yours are a little.
I was going to say I can't wait, but then I went, no, I can wait.
Wait. They're the
so
best.
We're reading COVID
in Britain.
COVID.
Oh, Whimsy, are you okay down there? Oh, look like you're going to cry.
I went into the remote and I was like, I keep sitting in the shoes of that woman in the EU. and who negotiated this thing with Boris Johnson. She's done. That, you know that he wants to go back and renegotiate
I
something
know.
else. I didn't
Yeah.
know that when
Jeez.
it's already public information. I didn't know that. Is that public information yet? I didn't know.
That she.
I don't know. I just, when I went into this remote, I sometimes I'll do that. I'll just translate, but it looks like when they did everything, yay! Now they're finding all these holes and problems that got patched up, and it almost looks like Boris Johnson's going to want to talk to the lady in the EU. She doesn't want to talk to him anymore.
Yeah.
Can you believe that? Can you believe that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's done with this. Look at this. Look at this. Nope. We're not going to go over it again. No.
When I heard about that, I went, that's not going to go. Because I was like Nina this morning. I didn't want to turn on any news, although I didn't take a nap in the afternoon, but like Nina did.
I didn't. Oh my God, I didn't.
Oh, I thought you did.
No, Sheila told me to take a nap in the afternoon. I said, I can't. I got too much to do. No, my love. I've been up since 5. I'm on like an hour's sleep. Look at my red eye. Seriously.
You need to take a nap. You should.
I'm gonna after we get off, I'm gonna have 1 glass of wine because I never drink. It's a once a year or twice a year for New Year's, and 1 glass of wine, and I'll be like, hee. I'm a cheap drunk. Cheap.
Okay, so whoever's next,
Okay.
go for it. Either Danny or Nina. I'm still kind of confused about the situation. I really don't know too much about it, so I'm learning.
Okay, so just looking at the coronavirus, we got the 7 of Cups. So yeah, I mean, we've done readings before where we said, yes, you're going to see some, strands coming out. There's going to, because that's the way disease always moves. That's just the way it is. Then we've got the Temperance card. Here's all the medical field. They're all trying to, get out their beakers. They are working on it, and it's a sincere working. So I do not think that the people who are at the medical field in power, that they're not doing their best to try to figure this out for the people. And I think that because of the UK and their willingness to kind of say, hey, look, there is this other strand. Yes, it's scary, but Canada, US, like, why aren't you guys noticing this stuff? Why aren't we tracing? Why aren't we doing all this additional work? So, I think that there's going to be good information coming out. We're going to be thankful to them because the information that they're getting is going to be positive down the road for coronavirus. But there's going to be several factors that are going to come out of the UK towards us. And there's going to be, it's like they thought they had all these ideas and all these possibilities, but it's actually going to come down to one really decent possibility. Unfortunately, we got the devil. So the devil's in the details. Unfortunately, anything that has to deal with money and making money. I'm not saying anything about the vaccine or anything being negative, but the powers that are around that vaccine, these are negative, money hungry, want to make their dime. And we got the 9 of Cups. So yes, this is going to come together. We will come into a time where we will get some relief. I don't see this as being a one-off. I think that our reality is that we're going to have to deal with different strains. We are a world now between our trains, planes, and automobiles. Like, you can't, whatever affects Canada affects the US. We're no longer with our borders anymore. So I definitely see that, unfortunately, this is not going to be the first thing that we're going to deal with. And we need to learn these lessons. And a lot of this, if you actually look for, the judgment of it all, dear Lord Almighty, we need to really, come on, guys, let's start respecting Mother Nature. I mean, Mother Nature is there. She's howling at us, howling. And the Page of Cups is like, you want your money or do you want your world? Make up your mind, because there's too many people that are left in the last century, and you're freaking that there's not enough of us to try to pull their weight to get them into this now. It's not just the physical world. There's this spiritual fight that's happening, and that's the vibes that we're getting when we're getting those that's happening, and it's affecting so many of us.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's those, and it's the energy. It's like there's this physical world, but then there's this also spiritual world of wanting to leave the physicality of a world and move into our spiritual. And no, there are a lot of people are settled in their way, and they don't want to come out of that physicality. They think what we do is, woohoo. It's, and they just don't want to acknowledge it. There really is. Interesting. So,
Well, I'm sorry. Like I'm with Nina. I don't know exactly what's going on with I said, is it the coronavirus? Because I'm trying to look at my cards, and I'm just gonna tell you what my cards say and see if I get it right. Let's do it that way.
yeah.
All right. So what I got was the Four of Wands, the marriage, the collaboration. And I also got the Four of Swords right next to it. So marriage and the collaboration, I think, is what everybody was talking about, is that we are all connected. It is already here, whatever it is, because it has strength. Whatever it is, strength came in. Like, it is already done. The deed is already done. And then I also got the Queen of Pentacles, which is down to earth, meaning that that down to earth, as in let's get back down to reality. Because I also got moving forward and delusion. So moving forward in the delusion that they maybe are going to contain it, because I got the Empress, like the Empress is going to contain it or something along that lines. And then I have the Six of Swords, which is moving to calm, to turbulence to calm. So what my cards, if I had to read without knowing exactly what's going on, is somebody else is involved in this, and they're going to come up with the solution other than the powers to be. Does that make any sense at all?
Well,
yeah.
Mute.
Oh, am I muted?
No. She said, "Does that
no.
make any sense?" I just muted.
I was going to say, it's interesting. Every time I think the problem is that they did the whole Brexit, and they started shutting down borders and cutting themselves off. And I always get this as Brexit. It's like they're defending themselves against multiple things. Now they've got some aggressive strains of COVID that are more contagious and possibly more deadly. That's what's going on, Sheila. We don't know to which the existing vaccines are going to work on the newer strain. So that's the concern, because if there's a genetic mutation doesn't have this, that variability is so different than what we created, we're right back where we started from.
That's the reason why somebody else new has to come in to help. Is that
well? Look,
got that?
This is the base of the matter. Britain trying to get back to the EU. The EU, no. You may not have a cherry on top and everything else. It's almost like they're cutting themselves off from the EU, and now we want this, but that wouldn't be Brexit now, would it? It's like they want all this stuff, but they don't want to pay for it. And now that this is coming in, open borders also means open medical aid, etc. It's like this was the worst possible thing they could have done at the worst possible time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's
Sorry.
I got similar. I'm not going to go on with this because I agree, but I also got the Seven of Wands card, which is my fighting windmills card. It's almost like they're fighting against each other. It's like, this is a stupid fight that you're making. One of the cards I got is my Four of Cups card. And so with this virus, there's a lot of loss. There's something new coming in, but up here, there's also 4 cups up here that are full. And so there's things that with this new strain, the vaccine, and this is just my interpretation, they're going to tweak it just a little bit to fix or to help the variants in the new strains. And I have the Ace of Swords in the Sun in the Fool card. So I think we're on the right path with this. But it's it's still sad. I mean, it's not like a light switch that's going to go off and everything's going to be hunky dory again. We're still battling. We still have a ways to go before we can be a fool and walk out into the sunshine.
Yeah.
Great.
I do think that because they released the Moderna early, that everybody who wants to get the vaccine will be able to get it by the end of February. We were able to push the date up about 2-3 months.
Are you talking in Britain, you mean?
No, here in the United States.
Here? Sweet.
Yeah, they pushed the Moderna, because we were talking about the end of April, but now by the end of February, anybody who wants to get it will probably be able to get it.
Good.
They're also going to be distributing through the Red Cross so that they can get to remote areas. That was something I saw.
Well, we started a while back now, and they're talking about possibly by Easter, the regular Joe on the street, because they're going to go straight for medical. There's a tier system. Who gets it, and so you go into the medical hospitals, old age homes, and then it kind of goes down. So that's how they're rolling it out here. And I mean, they said it could be before Easter, but yeah.
It's happening really fast, though. I mean, like, I think the other day we'd already gotten 1 million vaccinated. So now it's like Americans vaccinated, and it's the most vulnerable. That does a lot to slow a curve.
It does.
Yeah.
It does. It's not, mask. Now we've been doing masks, but we had nothing on the top to bring it, like, I always think of it as like burning the candles at both ends. We had that wick going here, but that candle kept on growing. Now we stopped the growth, and we're still gonna start coming back in, and hopefully that really, really helps. All right, so we're barking, apparently. Right?
It's not mine.
Yeah, it's my doggies. So does anybody have one more before we
How offensive,
do
Sheila.
Trump? I know, it's terrible. What did I do? Did I offend again without knowing
You
it?
offended again. Yet again, Sheila.
Sorry.
And that fixes everything.
Yes.
Okay,
Sorry.
we back to normal?
Yeah. Right, Danny?
Absolutely.
Always sorry. So what are we doing? Are we going to
Okay, so we're
we're
an hour and 10 minutes in, so we can either go on or we can get to our last couple of questions, and of course 45 is the last question, and then we can draw a angel card to balance out what we do.
How about we do one more so that Nina and Whimsy can go to get some sleep?
Okay, one more, and then I got you. So we'll do one. We'll do 45. We'll end up with 45 to see exactly what everybody gets on what is going on internally with the demon at the top, and then we'll pull an angel card so that we can even out the end of this with a high note.
Okay.
How's that? Okay.
Sounds good.
All right, let's do 45 and see what's internally going on with the demon.
Have you guys seen the commercials for Match.com, and they have the devil and the year 2020, and they meet up together? And he's like, I've tried dating other years and they're pretty straightforward. There's no, there's always like something. And she's like, 2020 comes, and I was looking for void of joy. I didn't want any toilet paper, and there she is, and it's the cutest thing, honest to God. And it's from Match.com, and I thought that is like, whoever came up with that. Funny. It's cute.
Yeah, they must be hurting.
Yeah.
Match.com, because...
Well, I always make references to that kind of stuff, or Saturday Night Live or something, and everybody just looks at me. So I'm like, what I do be up to in my free time? Okay, let's see what Donald's up to in his free time.
I'm laughing too. Go for it, Whimsy.
Okay,
With
where
the-
is right now his karma? His karma card is this. I always see this. The suitor comes, give it. We're gonna give you what you want. You got to go. You can't stay. 9 o'clock. You got to go, Mr. President. There's the offer. You'll make a sweet deal. You ain't going to. You ain't going to a federal prison. You're going to a state prison. No.
I wish.
So there's that. Where? Look at it again. Look at it again. Look at it again. The first house, the offer to heal the situation. I always see it as Lindsey Graham talking about it, and then the end result, devastation. Devastation, right?
Yeah.
What he sits in, he's worried about his financial situation. He has to make a decision. It's over in the grave. The other thing that's interesting is the final outcome was a 5 of Pentacles.
Oh,
Exile. He's worried about courts. Look at that. Courts,
Good.
legal
Yeah.
in the house. He's looking at what his options are. I really think that he sees himself as getting a job. So see that new beginning. Look, he's got a new career thing happening.
Yeah.
Yeah. I still see. I think Melania will leave him.
I think so too. 100%.
I see her marrying a rich millionaire that's possibly from her own culture, possibly Eastern European, or. But I keep seeing her leave him. She leaves the broken man, and this man that shares her ethos, possibly also Catholic or from her own cultural heritage. This guy with money shows up, and then she goes off. I see a second marriage for her.
Oh, yeah. Cool. So,
Yep, go for it.
Monsieur Donald Trump. So, right in the center, I got my secret plans. So he's working on a lot of stuff. Don't kid yourself. They're having to try to come up with a bunch of options because he's trying to weigh it out. He's trying to figure out, how do I get out of this? I'm not quite sure. But darn it, if the Wheel of Fortune comes. So let's just see. Is this going to be positive for him or negative for him? And I hate to be, a wet blanket. But I got my 2 of Cups. He's already got a plan. He's got connections. He knows what he's going to be doing next. He's got the Knight of Pentacles. He's got a money opportunity. There's something already there and existing. Because as much as this man is the biggest doofus that ever hit this world, he is the greatest manifester. He knows that manifesting secret that you need to feel it, you think it, you know it, and he can do that because he's so stunned. He's so void of emotion or feeling. He has nothing that could stop him. But we do have the Page of Swords here. So I think that they are going to be slowly, surely collecting information. But like I've said 1,000 times, even Donald Trump, they want to protect the U.S., so they will allow him to get away with stuff that would not be in the best interest for most people, but it really is in the best interest of the United States. Because here I have, this is my, underneath it all, this is the United States defending itself against this attack. This is the United States saying no. And right there with it is gorgeous Temperance. And Temperance is saying, no, let's balance this out, guys. So yes, you're going to have ups and downs, and you're going to be doing that like a little chemist in the back, but you're defending yourselves. America is defending itself, and the Temperance is coming out. It will balance out, but it's going to take time because Temperance is she just does not like to do things quickly. She needs time to figure it all out. So yes, it'll all work out in the end, but we're going to have some major waves for the next little bit. So it's all good. But Donald, who cares? He's gone. He's powerless. He's an idiot. We're just going to be having to put up with him. We're going to be hearing from him. He's not going away. He's not going to all of a sudden show up in Russia somewhere. He's going to stay in the USA and crucify the rest of us for the next, however long. Okay, somebody save me. I'm drowning. Let's go, guys.
I'm not really
ahead,
sure
Gabby.
what you think of Donald
Gabby.
Trump.
Yeah, can you
be a
please
little more
give us some more
clear?
information about how you feel
I
about Donald Trump?
apologize for my unclarity. For my communication issues, I apologize.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff.
And I did it without cursing. Woohoo! I don't curse. I'm not a cursor. Lindsay's looking at me like, who is this?
What? Oh, it just keeps the thing. I have to do extra stuff just to monitorize it, and do this,
I know.
that, and the
I
other,
did
and
not.
ask questions.
That's
So
just...
yeah, so we did good. Go ahead,
Yeah.
Danny.
All right. Well, it's the same stuff. I'm just going to add a few more things to it. I did get the Emperor. I did get him. I want to keep this so that they're not shiny. So I did get the Seven of Pentacles, and this is at the center of the reading, which is his loss of money. But it's being crossed by the Ace of Cups, him getting an offer of something. And so he's battling people. When I get this King of Pentacles card, again, so it's the Emperor and the King of Pentacles both show up here. When I looked at this card, instead of just seeing a wealthy man, I saw, all the money falling out of here. He's just bleeding money, but he's still getting a ton of money too. So it's like he's wasting what he's getting. He's just kind of throwing it around a little bit. I do have the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords. So he's got some legal issues coming up that he's not going to like, but he is kind of slippery. He is going to start something new with the Knave of Pentacles. That's the final outcome, but he is going to get some judgment in the near future. But it's all the stuff we talk about. His legal issues are going to come forward and blah blah blah, and he's going to fight them. He's going to start something new, but karmically, maybe this is the karmic justice card that's going to come bite him. And
one could wish.
Yeah. But he's so slippery. He just keeps going on and on.
Yep.
All right.
He keeps on reminding me of trying to hold on to a snail and and he slipped out. Anyways, so here I picked up on this little Gemini and his little antics. And the reason why I say that I bring up the fact that he's a Gemini, he's so Gemini in this moment. Because he has the 10 of Cups and he has the 8 of Cups. He is so happy to withdraw. This guy is not telling people because he's playing the magician. He's playing the fakeness. He's playing the lies. He's acting like he wants to be in there and all that. But this guy really is very, very, very happy to be leaving. And that is the walking away. We also have the Knight of Wands, which is the energetic, the lustfulness, the going home. He lusts for the going home. He's rearing up and like, okay, let's get out of here. He's packed up his bags and let's go. But on the other hand, because he's a Gemini, and we always have, double the chaos with the, not that I know anything about being a Gemini. But anyways, we have the heartbreak. The heartbreak and also the strife and the argument and the tension. It's, that heartbreak. How dare you not pick me? So now I'm going to make your lives miserable. I also got the Emperor. I think every one of us got the Emperor, didn't we?
Yeah.
The Emperor on this. And then I have the 5 of Cups on here, the loss and the pain and the grief of it. So he has this double thing going on inside of him where he's happy, but then he has that undercurrent of sadness and anger and strife. So this, to be honest with you, he is in the most miserable place that he's ever been in his life. Not that I feel sorry for him. It's just reality right now. Watching this guy just, like happy to leave, but he's so angry about losing, and him being a Gemini is absolutely driving him insane right now. Being a Gemini myself, I know that dilemma. If you do not take care of your psyche, you will have a double personality inside of you like that, and it could emerge to absolute losing of your mind and stuff like that. So I know that the balance and the structure and the care that I have to give to that both of those entities, there truly is two, you know what I mean, that I'm addressing on a regular basis. But anyways, that's what I picked up on him, how his chaos and he's just crazy right now, literally crazy. So, all right, guys, hey, everybody, everybody's
yeah.
looking at me like, nah, yeah, is she really that crazy? Is there something wrong with
Well,
Sheila?
no, I'm just thinking, yeah, okay. I'm a
I
Scorpio,
know.
so like, watch out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Scorpio. Yeah, I gave birth to Scorpios, and I
Aries?
had yeah, and you're Aries. Yeah, see, and you're Pisces, right, Danny?
No, I'm Cancer Gemini.
Oh, Cancer Gemini.
Oh,
So
okay.
you have a little bit of double whammies going
Well,
on.
that's
Yeah.
interesting because he's got the Gemini and Cancer is a water sign, so it goes with the Scorpio. So
Yeah.
Aries, well, and Aries. Well, that's the beginning, the fire.
What was that, Whimsy?
Water. We got fire. Water.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's okay. It's okay.
Yes, I agree. So I have Gemini, Sagittarius, Gemini.
Oh.
I guess I had to have the Sagittarius in there for something. So I figured that one out. But anyways.
Aries, Leo.
All right. Look at everybody's tanking. Look at Whimsy's almost asleep.
Are we gonna pick a card for everybody for the last?
Pick a card. Yes, pick a card.
Yes?
Pick a card. Yes.
We always pick a card for everybody at the end for a message to go forward. Little Christmas message for this day.
Ooh, what did you get, Whimsy?
The Three of Wands, which is the card that's associated with your wishes being granted. I also see this as like a card. People are looking out over the waters, creating new dreams. It's the card of dreams and having our dreams come true. 2021, a lot of dreams will come through. And I think a lot of it's because the Green New Deal comes in. Everything changes with Biden. The energy is so good on that Green New Deal. And so I think they just start funding and supporting a lot of people's personal goals and dreams because this card can be an entrepreneur, gets his wish. It's the wish granted. So I think it's good.
Cool.
Thank you, Whimsy.
Yeah,
All right, go ahead,
you.
Nine.
Okay, so I got the Empress, which is creativity. This is telling everybody, listen, be gentle with yourself. Treat yourself like you would be treated by your mother. This is a time where we're all feeling sensitive. And this is also letting you know, use your creativity. Whatever it is, this life that you want to have, 2020 is not holding you back. It might be actually creating an opportunity that you didn't have before. Maybe you didn't know that you could work from home, or maybe you didn't know that, okay, I can't do this job because I was in the travel industry, but now I'm going to go do something else, and you're going to be able to do something you love. This is all about treating yourself with kindness. Go explore your creativity. Manifest. It does not matter the circumstances that we find ourselves in. It really does not matter. If you can think to yourself what it is that you truly want, what you really want to have happen, the Empress is there to say, listen, the new beginning's right there. It's out there. It's existing for you. Take the chance on the new beginning. There's a lot of new beginning. And this is fantastic. Like, create the world that you want. The Empress is giving you permission to do so. So
Thank you.
Yay.
there you go.
Good one.
You're welcome.
I'll go ahead and go. And we'll leave Danny to last
Hang.
because he always draws the best cards.
Oh.
We'll leave Danny to
Yeah.
the last. All right, so I went ahead with my I would pick from my Healing Within Angels cards, and what I got was playfulness. And this really speaks to this is we haven't had a lot of playing in this whole year. We really have had, lockdowns, strife, death, heartbreak. I mean, if there was a country that really wanted to get through some really, really hard times, this is what we've been doing. So playfulness was something we haven't been able to do. We haven't been able to go, to the bars, or not that I go to the bars, but you know what I mean? Go dancing or doing this or going to amusement parks and stuff like that.
All the things we never do anyway.
Yeah. Yes. But so playfulness, if you know, get some playfulness in there, it really, really breaks up the monotony. It really, really helps your heart. It really gets you into being able to handle and go through everything. Play with your cats, your dogs, your children, you know, and just laugh and have a lot of fun.
Yourself.
Goof
Whatever.
off with my friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, goof off with my friends, you know, stuff like that. So that's what I got was playfulness. Go for it, Danny.
All right. Well, I'm glad you say
No
I get
pressure,
the.
man.
I know I get the best cards. So what did I pull? So this is the Five of Earth, Five of Pentacles,
Okay.
loss, right? So I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, dang, that's not what I wanted. But I look at this card, and if you look at it, where is it? Over here, there's a little bird right down there at the bottom, and this woman is looking at that little bird, and what it's saying, that little bird is talking to us. So we have to pay more attention to our intuition and what we are hearing from our intuition. And even though this year, as y'all said, gave us so much loss and we couldn't go out and play, we couldn't do anything, all we have to do is turn around and we'll start seeing the light again. So don't keep facing into the darkness, just spin around, listen to our intuition, and don't feel like there's no place to turn to, because there's big light coming right over our shoulder. And that's
Very nice.
That's
See,
what I get.
isn't that
Very nice,
beautiful?
Danny. Thank you.
Very, very, very nice, Danny.
I had to dig deep on this one. Five of Pentacles.
And it worked.
I saw you struggling. But the
It
bird
worked
saved you,
beautifully.
so.
But it's so true. I mean, we all get, oh, woe is me. But, you know.
Yeah.
Well, Five of Pentacles has a redemption aspect to it, because exile is a very profound concept. When you are cast out into the desert, back in the day, when we didn't have enough food to eat, if you got cast in the desert, you were going to die. I mean, that's the whole story of casting somebody out. So it actually has to do with being cast out, finding your way, redemption. So it's the beginning of redemption. It's when you hit rock bottom and you have your, you're trying to get your way back to home, back to the church. So I think it has a positive aspect, even though.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
This
you're
whole country-
never
this whole
alone,
country.
right?
Yeah. This whole
character
country, this
always
whole
has a character.
world.
Needs to go back to the church, and not
Sorry,
the
Nana.
church, but I mean the
Sheila.
spiritual home, Harayom, to return back to the.
Yeah. And Nina said something earlier about that the U.S. and Canada, there shouldn't be a border because things just flow over the border too easy. I think we were talking about, the virus transmission. And earlier today, my wife and I were talking about there should be no borders anywhere. It should just be one world, and that's where we're going to. I don't think we'll see it in our lifetimes, but it's one world and one consciousness that we're going to be, that we're setting the seeds up for the future now. That's what I think.
Well, I love that. I love that idea. Maybe I'll come back down to this earth to watch that. I know I came down to watch this.
Yeah.
This great big huge transformation of our worlds, and the whole human race is transforming. So I'm glad I was
working
here
out for you.
Pretty good, actually. Pretty
All
darn
right.
good. We're heading into a new world, and we got to witness the transformation of it. So
I wish
remarkable.
Because
What?
I wish I were a little younger, because I've seen all the miraculous cities they're going to build, and I've seen the flying cars and everything. Oh my God, let's stick around for that.
Yeah, you'll be back in our next lifetime. That's all.
That's right. We'll just have to
never know.
incarnate again.
That's right.
As quickly as we can, because we got to grow up enough to watch it.
And the worst thing is, considering I met all of you now, so you're part of my soul group. So like every lifetime, I got to put up with the three of you. Like, oh,
exactly.
my God.
Yeah.
You can't get rid of a Gemini.
No.
All right.
Very nice. Very nice.
All
All
right,
right,
guys.
everyone. See you later. Thank you.
Thank
And
you,
Merry
everybody
Christmas.
in the chat. Thank you. Merry Christmas. Happy
Yes,
Joyous
holidays to
Noel.
whatever.
Feliz
Thank you.
Navidad.
Feliz Navidad.
Thanks for
Feliz
showing up,
Navidad.
everyone.
All right.
You make it worthwhile.
Feliz.
All right.
Oh,
Yep.
hi,
Oh,
Whimsy.
Okay.
why Whimsy gone?
It's time for a nap.
I'm gone.
That was hilarious.
Gone, gone, gone. She's been
All
gone so
right.
long. She's been gone, gone, gone so long.
Okay.
All right, guys. Merry
Bye-bye.
Christmas.
Bye.
Merry Christmas.
That was funny.